I'm Melody. Welcome to Myanmar Today Review, and this is where we revisit the top stories for this week from Myanmar Today. Here are the reports from our reporters from this week. Willinson will give us the report on MIC Economic Development Association signs MOU. David Tenna will give us the details on meeting with news and media industry for Unicode migration process. Bia Thane got the report on Rabies Prevention Awareness Seminar. Thora Swizin will be giving us a look at Myanmar Literature and Art Festival to be held in October. Akajo will give us the report on youth participation in peace process. Before we get to the reports, let's take a look at the featured local news from this week. A ceremony to mark the International Day of Democracy 2019 was celebrated at the Tabin Hall of Lutol building in Naypyidaw on a grand scale on Sunday, in conjunction with the 130th anniversary of Interparliamentary Union Day. On the occasion, President U Win-myint delivered an address saying that the aims of holding the International Day of Democracy is to honor the sovereign countries that are practicing democratic system, to raise democratic norms and to thrive democratic spirit among people, to undertake democratic reform process and to strengthen democratization process. Later, State Councillor Do Aung San Suu Kyi said the Democracy Day is held because there are many nations that respect democracy around the world. The State Councillor also emphasized on the importance of democratic system that is highly regarded by the world nations. She also said that democracy means public strength and stressed that how to apply the public strength for thriving democracy. Now let's move on to the last local news for today. The 7th Asian Vaccine Conference is underway in Yangon. The event aims to address sustainability in health security in Asia by bringing together key stakeholders to discuss and present clinical perspectives and immunization programs in the region and beyond. Union Minister for Health and Sports, Dr. Myen Tue, attended the conference on Saturday. In his remarks, the Union Minister stressed cooperation, study, law, information sharing, and medical policies. The 7th Asian Vaccine Conference from the 13th to the 15th of September is one of the region's most prominent platforms for immunization, advocates, academics, vaccine manufacturers, and practitioners. That's all with the local news. This is Myanmar Today Review, broadcasting from Myanmar International Radio. You can visit our website at miradio.com.mm. You can also listen to our radio programs live on the website. If you're on FM, make sure you catch us on 96.1 FM in Yangon, 96.5 in Mandalay, and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. You can also download the MI Radio app on both iOS and Android devices for your own convenience. And I believe it's time now for our first report. Myanmar-India-China Economic Development Association signed MOU, which aims to accelerate the business in the region and also bring more investments to Myanmar. The MOU signing ceremony was held on the 14th of September at Sky Star Hotel in Yangon, and the MOU signing countries also include Oman and Malaysia as well. Willison has the full report.
The business group from Myanmar, China, and India signed MOU on 14th of September at Sky Star Hotel in Yangon. This Friendship Economic Development Association will bridge the connection among the business persons, not only among these three countries. It will also help the business persons from Malaysia and Oman as well. The groups include MIC, MIIBF, Organization of the Rise of India, the Rise of Malaysia, and the Rise of Oman. MOU covers a large number of businesses from agriculture to technology, mining, real estate, modern logistics, healthcare, hydropower development, finance, and overseas investment. With the implementation of major strategic deployments such as One Belt, One Road initiative, and the construction of Myanmar-India Economic Corridor, Myanmar-India-China Economic and Trade Cooperation has a great opportunity. Speaking to the media, U Zazonai, the chairman of Myanmar-India Association said,
The rice ဆိုတော့သူနိုင်ငံပေါင်း40လောက်မှာသူတို့က the rice အဖွဲ့တွေရှိပါတယ် the rice အဖွဲ့တွေရှိတော့အဲ့ဒီမှာကျွန်တော်တို့က
There are 30 to 40 the rights groups globally. Here in today's MOU signing ceremony, each chairman from the rights Myanmar, the rights Malaysia, the rights India and the rights Oman will take part in the signing ceremony with Myanmar India Association and Myanmar India China Economic Friendship Development Association. Another reason for today's MOU signing ceremony is on 20 February 2020. We will organize investment event and over 30 nations will take part in that investment event. That is the core reason why we sign MOU today in order to prepare well for the upcoming event. At the same time, the rise of Malaysia, which run glass factory, is willing to invest and have their business in Myanmar. On today's MOU, it's also a part that investment plan from Malaysia as well.
According to the statement released by Myanmar-India-China Friendship Economic Development Association, it will shortly open its office in Chennai. As Chennai is one of the commercial cities of India, the business persons from Asian countries hope to connect other business in expansion. But the main core of this business is all about investment. Speaking at the ceremony, U Zazonai explains more.
အများကြီးအကျိုးရှိမှာပါကျွန်တော်တို့ကတော့ကျွန်တော်ရဲ့ MIC ဟိုပေါ့မြန်မာ India
We are working on bringing industries, investment in real estate, cement factory and mining as well. We've been in the process of negotiating with each other. The best thing about the signing is Myanmar is a very suitable nation for the investment in above mentioned sectors. We talk with several business groups from abroad, including from Middle East countries. We told them to come and see the market in Myanmar, so they came and studied the market. They're so happy about the opportunities here. So here, business persons from abroad in Myanmar both will invest and explore the opportunities, and we hope it will be beneficial to both the parties.
Speaking at the MOU signing ceremony, Mr. Duang Zikui, the chairman of Myanmar Yangyi Technology Company Limited, also explains.
Everyone in Myanmar and India who drank the waters of the mountains of Himalaya since the ancient times, there has been a profound economic and trade cooperation between the people and the people in Myanmar and India. And they have a long history and culture. The ancient road has deepened the interaction of everyone in the country. During the Second World War, the lifeline of Stillwell Highway Road was created. Up to now, everyone is living in the Himalayas, living an extremely poor life. Opening up the channels in Myanmar and India will also help the economic development of everyone along the line and build a better life.
This is Williamson reporting for MI Radio.
That's the report on MIC Economic Development Association signs MOU. The event for meeting with news and media industry for Unicode migration process has been organized by Myanmar Computer Federation on September 13th at Myanmar ICT Park. The meeting purpose was to inform the news and media industry for the latest processes, progresses, and issues that the migration has been making at the current circumstances. Our reporter David Tanner got the detail of it.
Before going through some of the progressions of Unicode that has been made in Myanmar, let's dig in deep about what is Unicode and why is it so important. General knowledge time. For a computer to be able to store text and numbers that humans can understand, there needs to be a code that transforms characters into numbers. the Unicode standard defines such as code by using character encoding. The reason why character encoding is so important is that every device can display the same information, which is crucial. With that being said, I've interviewed U Tao Sunye, the Secretary of Myanmar Commuter Federation MCF, for the summary of the event.
As we'll be changing Unicode standard font system nationwide on coming October 1st, we've been doing knowledge sharing by organizing events with its respected niche and industry regularly. Few weeks, we've been meeting with movies, music, the business and telecommunications industries. For today, we'll be focusing on news, media, both print and of course digital as well. We'll be discussing mainly about the writing system as for convenience and fluency purpose while changing as a mass.
I've also asked for the progressions for the migration as well. Let's pick up for what he has to say.
We only have 3 weeks left until October 1st. But we have seen a lot of progressions going on in the public where they change and try to use Unicode. But still, of course, as we were still at the early stage of migration for the public ratio, we still have some difficulties which can't be read some of the texts sent by others. But it's not technological issues. These are the difficulties that will solve itself if we migrate fully to Unicode in national level.
What kind of technical difficulties we might be facing and how can we possibly solve some of the issues will also be discussed.
In the cases of technological issues, we have to take a look at the phones that we're using. For example, if the phone you use has been released past 2 years, it supports the Unicode system. But if you're having an issue with the phone in which the Unicode font system doesn't seem to be correct, even though you bought it only for 2 years, it's just that you have set the Zorji or other non-Unicode font as default. For that, you can easily change to Unicode by uninstalling the non-Unicode font system. But for the phone which has been used for more than 2 years and above, Unicode won't be installed as default. But most of the phones can be installed in every service center, which might only take like minimum 30 minutes to 1 hour depending on each phone that you're using.
In the event, we will also be hearing out a speech from the Deputy Minister for Information, U Aung Latun, for his perspective in migrating Unicode as standard font system.
We have a lot to change for to be in international standards. Unicode will be the first step for all the things that we need to be changing. For example, we should be changing the measurement standard system which the world has been using as the standard and which makes it easier for us to communicate and bond with international countries. For instance, gram, centimeters, ounce should be our standard measurement system as most of the countries have changed and adapted. For all of those to be accomplished, we need all the industry to come together and work this out together. Of course, the media plays the biggest role in this issue to inform all the people about the change. This change will be start of everything which will come later, hopefully.
Reporter David Tanner reporting from Myanmar International Radio.
That's the report on meeting with news and media industry for Unicode migration process. Moving on to the third report. A seminar on rabies prevention awareness was organized in North Dagon with the help of Yangon City Development Committee on September 7th. Yangon deputy mayor officials from Township Development Committee and also medical experts joined the seminar. Let's find out more with our reporter about how YCDC is carrying out preventive measures for dog bites, birth control and vaccination plan for stray dogs, setting up dog shelters in some townships. MIR reporter Pie Tin tell us more.
With the help of YCDC, a seminar on rabies prevention awareness was organized at BHS3 in North Dagon on last Saturday. Professor Dr. Dintinji from Naypyidaw 1000-bedded General Hospital and Professor Dr. Nampyu Aung, a consultant in National Guidelines Planning Team for Human Rabies Prophylaxis, were among the speakers. During his opening remark, the Deputy Mayor of Yangon, U So-luen, also said how YCDC is making efforts to prevent rabies dog bites. U So-luen, Yangon Deputy Mayor, said,
This seminar is aiming to give awareness and education of rabies preventive measures between the students. For some, they don't know yet what rabies is, so we invite professors and experts here to share the knowledge. Here in Yangon, in an effort to reduce the infection impact, we do practical measures like stray dog population control as well as their birth control. The primary aim is to prevent the infected dog bites and reduce their population. And for the victim, there may be a high chance of being bitten again. So, do not forget to inform YCDC if you encounter or see such cases. Our team will definitely catch the dogs. But for now, as it's impossible to catch or eradicate them all, it's necessary to receive rabies vaccine. You should also be careful of the cats. They are also the source of human rabies that they have the virus. That's why if you have pets, they need vaccines too. You also require to inform about it to YCDC. Besides, they need a systematic registration for more accountability. It can also be a great help for our team in the controlling process.
During the seminar, Dr. Nampyu Aung also shared her great experience on the detailed symptoms and post-exposure prophylaxis actions. By interviewing an official from Township Development Committee, we have learned that plans are carrying out to reduce dangerous street dog population, their registration process, and what is more, with the support of animal lovers, they bring out vaccine plan to the street dogs. U Zo Aung, member of North Dagon Township Development Committee, said,
We launched a plan to give vaccine to street dogs in the township. More importantly, we call for pet dog to register. That plan is almost done in all wards in the township. Only 2 more left now. We don't have specific funding for the plan, but a humanitarian move as first step. We launched street dog population control program and work together with YCDC. And the vet team and animal lover teams have also joined for canine vaccination project.
One of the animal lover teams from North Dagon Township who actively participated in the project also said,
Our team is actively involved in canine vaccination program in the township. Working together with Township Development Committee, we give vaccines to stray dogs, residential ward by ward. And we want to continue the program from our township to the city-wide with the introduction of birth control and vaccination program for the dogs. We want the dogs to stay where they are. As far as I know, dog poisoning plan is a total failure. Most importantly, we call for dog owners to cooperate with us via a systematic registration process. And we strongly condemn the act of feeding the dogs on the streets, which can do harm to the health, as well as can lead to environmental pollution.
At the moment, Yangon City Development Committee also set up the shelters for stray dogs in some townships. The committee has been initiating dog registration plan. Through the process, about 10,000 dogs have been registered. The seminar on rabies prevention awareness held at North Dagon was also attended by Yangon Deputy Mayor Also Luin and the chairman of North Dagon Township Development Committee, other officials, and students.
That's the report on Rabies Prevention Awareness Seminar. Momo Inya is one of the famous ottresses of Myanmar. October 24th is her 75th birthday, so Myanmar Literature and Art Festival is to be held to honor her and the literature works she has contributed when she was alive. The festival will kick off from the 25th to 27th of October.
As the commemoration of 75th birthday of Momo Inya, Myanmar Literature and Art Festival is to be held in October. One of the famous authoresses of Myanmar, Momo Inya would be 75 years old in October 24 if she was alive. The festival will be held in regard of remembering Momo Inya and the literature works she contributed.
ဒီမြန်မာစာပေနဲ့အနုပညာပွဲတော့စဖြစ်ဖို့อ่ะဗောနော်မမေရဲ့ဆရာကြီးဆရာမမိုးမိုးရဗောနော်
We are to hold Myanmar Literature and Art Festival to commemorate 75th birthday of authoress Momo Inya, my mother. For the festival, we have founded a committee and authoress Siama Tamye Art is serving as chairperson together with other authors as members. Moreover, other professionals from artistic fields are working together to make festivals successful.
As an authoress, I especially write the short fiction stories. There are many authoresses who are inspirational for short stories and magazine novels, such as Momo Inya, Sansenwe Tayawadi, and Masanda, etc. Siyama Momo Inya is one of the writers who I took inspiration to become an authoress. She was like her family for those who are in literature field. In our country, the development of literacy fiction and increasing the reading rate are in need. So, in order to honor Ma Momo Inya and pay gratitude towards her literature works, as well as for our country, we are to hold this festival as a commemoration of Momo Inya.
Myanmar Literature and Art Festival with the aims of development of Myanmar literature, increasing the rate of reading among the youth, and spreading of literary fiction will be held in the coming October 25, 26, and 27.
During this 3-day-long festival, we are to include all the aspects for the audience of all ages. The discussion and talk by the youths on the field of how they see Momo Inya, what kind of her works they read, and their opinion on her works will be held, and we will also make a contest. 2 authoresses are to join the symposium. There will also be literature talks on the first 2 days, and on the last day, the performances will be included. The most important event of this festival, I think, is a talk show on the topic, Let's Talk About Momo, in which her close friends will be talking about her way of life and personality. Moreover, books and traditional crafts are to be sold.
In the festival, the writer Ji Sotun is going to talk about the connection of novels and films.
ဆရာကဆရာမမိုးမိုးအင်းရဲ့ဝတ္ထုတွေကို video လေးရဖူးတယ်နောက်ဇာညွှန်းလေးရေးဖူးတယ်
I have directed and written the script of the novels of authors Momo Inya. I have shared those movies and shared my experience as well as other directors' movies of Momo Inya's novels. Her works are so close to the nature, especially to families, so she could reflect the lives and feelings of the families.
ဒီလိုမျိုးမမေရဲ့အမှတ်တရအနေနဲ့အားလုံးကဝိုင်းဝန်းပြီးတော့
I'm thankful that everyone is helping and supporting us to celebrate my mother's birthday by holding a festival. Many organizations have donated funds and provided sponsorship. I'm also missing my mother and appreciate the love of everyone towards my mother.
The festival will be held from 25 to 27 October at Printing and Publishing Enterprise Building in Thankyu Road, Yangon. That's all for now. This is Dora Swisson from MI Radio.
That's the report on Myanmar Literature and Art Festival to be held in October. This is Myanmar Today Review, broadcasting from Myanmar International Radio. You can visit our website at miradio.com.mm. You can also listen to our radio programs live on the website. If you're on FM, make sure you catch us on 96.1 FM in Yangon, 96.5 in Mandalay, 96.7 in Naypyidaw. You can also download both MI Radio app on both iOS and Android devices for your own convenience. Political and Peace Affairs Working Committee of Yangon Region Youth Affairs Committee organized the International Peace Day ceremony on Tuesday. The event took place at the Arts Hall of the Yangon University. Political analysts, experts, and youth representatives joined the panel discussions at the occasion. Aka Jo has more.
Experts comment that youths become better involved and presented in peace process these days. This was noted at the International Peace Day ceremony on Tuesday, organized by Political and Peace Affairs Working Committee of Yangon Region Youth Affairs Committee. Youth participants from different organizations and the interested participants gathered at the Yangon University's Arts Hall. Wu Han-so, Joint Secretary 2 of Yangon Region Youth Affairs Committee, explained the objectives behind the ceremony.
Today's ceremony is to mark the International Peace Day. There are two objectives behind holding the ceremony. First, the experts will touch on the ways to handle the challenges in peace and federal aspects. And we want youth to be more aware of this. And with the better awareness, we would like their deeper participation in the process as well. Second objective is the topic related with the Constitution. We want this to be better known among youth, calling for more youth participation. Actually, youth these days are lucky. They can voice their opinions freely, transparently. They can get more opportunities now than in the past. Youth began to get closer with the word federal and so on.
Many youth participants and interested participants came to the ceremony featuring insightful panel discussions. The ceremony's two panel discussions touched on the expectation towards the future federal union and the peace journey. The political analysts, experts, and youth representatives took part in the panel discussions, providing their perspectives and advice. One of the panelists, Ujo Zaswe, Program Director of Loga Alin Social Development Network, gave his comment.
Every youth has potential, and every youth wants their country to develop. Only when the country is developed, they can expect better life and well-being. So the peace, stability, and the future are all interconnected. So this is the reason I think youths should be involved in these aspects. Youths need to be aware of the right mindset towards peace and acknowledge the diversity and embrace it. Moreover, I must say youths of today are more involved in peace effort. When we look at it, the students' union have emerged in respective universities. The trend among the youths is that they want peace and they want to resolve some issues and leave them away. They want peace and they tend to look forward. We are very delighted.
While various institutions in Myanmar have been celebrating the International Peace Day, this is the event organized by the Yangon Region Youth Affairs Committee. Among the youth participants, Ko Myo Turakoko gave his perspective.
It is good that this peace-related discussion is held at the place with many youths from like Yangon University. And in Myanmar youth policy, there highlights that youth cooperation in peace process is to be boosted. And also we are aware of the state councillor urging youth to be more involved in peace process by participating in various sectors. I am interested in how to build federal democracy and achieve peace. What are the necessary steps to be taken to achieve peace? I would like to know the reason why and the solution to make this work. I hope to get the insights and advice from this panel discussion of experts.
This is Agajo reporting for Myanmar International Radio.
That's the report on youth participation in peace process. Well, that's all the reports we have for you today. That's all with the news and reports on Myanmar Today Review. Catch Myanmar Today on MITV every Monday to Friday at 8:30 p.m. And make sure you tune in every Saturday on MITV at 8:30 p.m. for Myanmar Today Review. Until next time.